So I just let the chickens out so that they could free range. And so I wanted to do this video for you. I don't know if you can see her, little Miss Estapants. A few of our other chickens that are hanging out outside with me. So I wanted to make this video for you. Just sharing a little bit more about my first visit with the doctor after getting my cancer diagnosis. So the conversation immediately was about surgery and about having a complete hysterectomy. And I know where they're coming from. You know, I'm 58 years old, and they're thinking, you know, I don't need all of these parts. Why don't we just take them out, and then that'll solve that. No cancer, right? And so I had a few questions about surgery, and then he answered them not in depth. I was concerned about some of the side effects, and he's just like, he just kind of blew them off, like, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of male doctors not really understanding how this type of surgery affects women's bodies, and just kind of blowing it off like it's not really anything. And I understand where he's coming from, you know. To him, it's like, all right, it's saving your life, you know, in his view. And so it's just something to kind of live with. And then he said, we've already scheduled you for surgery. And then he pushed the piece of paper over to me, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, I said, that's on my birth date. And he looked at me and goes, well, too bad for you. And then he stopped himself, and he said, well, we can change it if you want. And we did. I canceled it. Rescheduled it for sometime in August. So those kinds of things really don't sit well with me, and there's nothing against this doctor. I'm sure he is really good at what he does, but I'm so glad that he did what he did, because it just kind of lit a fire under me to try to find something different, to find some other holistic methods. And when I asked him about other holistic methods instead of surgery that are less invasive, and he says, there's none that I know of that are out there that has any science behind it. And that is not true. And I also understand that he doesn't have time to research every little thing that comes across his plate to see if it has any efficacy, but it's almost criminal that it's not being researched even more, especially when there is research and science to back some other methods that are showing to be very effective. So just sharing my journey. Let me know how this lands for you. Did you have a similar experience? What I do know with working with women for over 25 years as a personal trainer is that when women have surgery, and I'm sure for men too, but this is just my experience in working with women specifically, that there's a bit of trauma that happens for when a person goes under anesthesia, is out of control, is not in control with what's happening, and then tissue is being cut through, nerves, and things are taken out or put in. And there is a sort of trauma that happens emotionally that is very difficult to heal. And that I know firsthand. And especially when there's something else that is out there that it could be effective. Why not explore that? So let me know how this lands for you. Take care.